How's it going, YouTube? This is Gold TCG, and welcome back to Pokemon Red Virtual Console, Episode 4. Can we hit 500 likes for our 4th episode? Oh man, we've just made so much progress since last time. Of course, we beat Brock the gym leader, we caught a Caterpie which evolved into Metapod, as you can see on the layout, and if you want the chance of having a Pokemon named after you, make sure to answer the question of the day using hashtag question in the comments. And today's question, I haven't quite figured out yet, but once I do figure it out, then I'll let you know. Of course, it's already on the layout, so be sure to go down there and look at it. So anyway, the first thing we're going to do today is go to the Pokemart and pick up some potions, maybe an antidote, because those will come in handy. We have 11 Pokeballs, so we actually don't need those for now. We do want a few potions. I'd say 3 is good for now. We'll want maybe 2 antidotes. And that should do. Yeah, okay, 1 more potion. And we're left with 1 Pokédollar. Okay. So anyway, let's see. Some previous questions of the day have all had to do with Pokemon. I think that today's should as well. I just don't know what it should be. Do I want to battle all these trainers? Okay, yes I do, and I should probably put Thelma out in front again. We do want a Butterfree pretty soon, so let's go ahead and make sure that we can get ourselves one. You looked at me, didn't you? Let's see. How about today's question of the day should be, who is your favorite player character? So that means you have quite a few to choose from, actually. You have Red and Leaf from Kanto. You have Ethan and Lyra from Johto. Ethan and May from Hoenn. Lucas and Dawn from Sinnoh. Herbert and Hilda. And, oh, come on, critical hits. Who are the other two? Someone and Rosa from Unova, and then Kalim and Serena from Kalos. So which of those player characters is your favorite? And as you guys probably saw if you, Cookie grew to level 13. If you guys probably saw if you watched my Twitch Plays Pokemon series, or I'm sorry, if you watched my Skull Streams Pokemon on Twitch, then you'll know that I always go with the female character because I like the girls the best. I just love their designs. I think that they're great. So, that being said, my favorite girl design so far is, well, it's kind of hard to say because you can, Serena and Kalim, you can alter them however you want, to look however you want, so I guess that's kind of cheating. I guess my favorite default player design is Diamond and Pearl Dawn, probably. But I really love Ruby and Sapphire May as well. But yeah, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say is your favorite. Defeated last. You're mean! Hey, I met you in Viridian Forest! I bet you if I go back to Viridian Forest, this guy will still be there. 2 places at once. Fun fact, I forget if it's in Diamond and Pearl or Platinum, but in one of those games, Cynthia is actually in 2 places at once. Just a fun fact there. Do I wanna? Yeah, I wanna. The Cookie King is getting pretty far ahead, but I'm kind of okay with that. I need to make sure one of my Pokemon stays fairly far behind, so when I find Mew, I can weaken it and not have to worry about knocking it out. So, whichever Pokemon that ends up being, I guess I guess that'll have to be Thelma. Because I wanted Thelma for Brock, but it turns out she was useful against Brock, but not the way I thought she would be. So, I guess it's just fair that I leave her at least a little bit behind. Not too far, I don't think. Now, the thing with Mew is it does have an insanely high catch rate, or an insanely low catch rate, depending on how you look at it. Basically, it's still a legendary Pokemon, even though you can glitch it to appear in the wild, so at a low level on top of that. So that makes it a whole lot harder to catch than, say, that Caterpie that I didn't even need to weaken. Thelma did grow to level 8. And I'll just leave Sunny in here to gain all this experience for itself. So I'm going to need to have a lot of Pokeballs for Mew but that shouldn't be too big of a deal, I don't think. Can I get a full para? No. This Thunder Shock should do the trick. Oh man, the old sound effects are just full of nostalgia, and Sunny did grow to level 9 and learn Thunder Wave. That could be useful. That could be very useful. I think I should go back and heal up. I don't have the bicycle yet. I can't wait to get the bicycle. It'll make it so much easier to travel around. Anyway, so yeah, who's your favorite player character? Overall, or if you want, you can go ahead and say which is your favorite from each region. Because, you know, each different has a different player character. Some people like Red, not because of his design, but because he has so much more story than most of the others. Some people like Caleb and Serena because you can customize them to look like you. There are all sorts of different reasons to like different characters. I just like some more than others because of their designs. In this case, May. Or Dawn. I love this music. So nostalgic. I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. In case you ever want to know, that is exactly what youngster Joey sounds like. These Pokemon are getting pretty high level. Not sure what to think about that. So I think with today's episode, my goal is to at least get through Mountain Moon, but we'll see how long it takes for me to do that. And Ashton's dead. Yeah, I am at 7.5 minutes of recording now. Maybe only 7 minutes of actual video so far, but man. Come on, Sonny! What? How is that quick attack doing so much? Oh my goodness. A high roll and I'm dead. Okay, I'm not dead, but man, that did a lot. Paralyzed, but a quick attack will still knock me out. I have to switch out into Cookie King. That is ridiculous that Youngster Joey here, top percentage of Rattata. I swear. And it didn't even go for quick attack. I could have easily knocked it out. Man. Youngster Joey is a force to be reckoned with. He does not mess around. Ekans, I have to stay in. Cookie King is getting kind of overpowered, but I don't really have a choice. Half my Pokemon are knocked out or close to it. My other half are not good to go up against this thing. And this is... one thing I do not like about Gen 1 is how Wrap and Bind never let you go. So if the Pokemon's faster than you, it's a death sentence. I wonder if I could take advantage of that in competitive play. I had hoped to do Generation 1 Wi-Fi battles, but Generation 1 doesn't have Wi-Fi. You cannot trade or battle anyone from the internet. It has to be local. That being said, I'll probably make a competitive team and just bring it with me to the Pokemon World Championships in August just for the fun of it. So if any of you are going to Worlds, make sure that you build a competitive team in Gen 1. I want to have a match with you. It's a whole lot different than how competitive teams work now. It's way different. I cannot begin to tell you how different it is. It's pretty awesome how different it is, actually. Man, the nostalgia. Yeah, I've been recording for about 9 minutes now. I'd hate to just end the episode with me arriving at Mount Moon, but I'm trying to keep these episodes at 20 minutes or less. Obviously, last episode was an exception, but what can you do? Guess I'll just have to go around you. Well, that's impossible. They gave me the look, it's so intriguing. More than I wanted to know. Lass, yes. You keep forgetting to take Thelma out of the front. Oh well, I guess that's a pretty good place. I do want to get a Butterfree. I think my goal for this episode is to evolve this into Butterfree. I know that there's a Jigglypuff in the grass up ahead. I want that as... Holy cow! Another critical hit! Why? Oh my goodness! How am I supposed to knock you out if you keep critting me? Man, this is ridiculous. I need to switch out again. This is... I don't want to, but I need to. Yeah. for those of you wondering, yes, I am recording this on the same day as the last episode, and Twilight Princess still isn't here. Why does that quick attack do so much? How? Like, man, that's unbelievable. Luckily, Thelma's bulky, so I can take that and then knock out Rattata on my own. Man, that Rattata just did so much. Oh, Nidoran male. It's a poison type. I don't really have a choice other than going into Cookie King, do I? Probably not. My team is not the most balanced right now at all. But it is what it is. It got me past Brock, so it can get me past anything. Right? Oh, now I snag a burn. I could have used that against Brock. I'm still wondering about that. When I burn Brock's Onyx and then I use a full heal immediately, like in the same turn, that's literally impossible for the player to do it, so how did a CPU manage to do it? Cookie King grew to level 14. If it was a Cyndaquil, it would evolve now, but it's not, so... I don't want to go all the way back. I'm going to use a potion. I have 5 of them. I may as well use 1 at least on Ashton. Speaking of, I'm going to switch Ashton out in front. Thelma, you're great, but you're not the one I need to focus on right now. Are you a trainer? Let's fight! Okay, guy like 5 years old. He kind of looks 5 too. Okay, Weedle. Man, I wish Gust was a flying type move, but it's not. I'm just going to try and see how much it does. That's decent. Don't poison me. I don't have an antidote. I should probably have picked one up. I wasn't expecting to go up against so many Weedles. Ashton did grow to level 10, which is awesome. About to send out Kakuna. Actually, I think Thelma will be able to handle this one on her own. Because unless that thing has Tackle, it should just have Harden, which means it'll take me forever to knock it out, but it will happen. And this is a lot of experience for a little Metapod to get, especially if it's all on its own. All by myself. That was a horrible singing voice, and I will never do it again. That is a problem in Gen 1. Even 100% accurate moves have a chance of missing thanks to the way that they're calculated. Yet critical hits continue to ignore Harden and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's just the way that the games were programmed. And believe it or not, this is an improvement over how they were originally programmed. If you want to see how they were originally programmed, look at the Japanese red and green versions. The international red and blue were actually programmed based off of the Japanese blue, which was something like a remake of red and green. Had a whole lot of improvements to it, got rid of a whole lot of bugs, like maybe 90% of the bugs were gotten rid of. The battle mechanics were fixed a little bit. When people play red and green, it's actually kind of hard to play because it's borderline unplayable. And people don't remember that because they're so used to these games. Of course, red and green never came to the United States, but man, just something to think about. And this Kakuna is almost knocked out. Another crit will help. I might run out of tackles before I can knock it out. That is a problem I did not foresee. Nah, I'm good. I still have 14, 13 now. See? But Kakuna will fall to a Metapod. It will take a while, but it will happen. But yeah. There we go. That should be some good experience. 139 and you grew to level 9. 136 you grew to level 9. Caterpie, I cannot stand for this. Okay, Cookie King. Let's go with the quick Ember, shall we? Now, Thelma's 1 level away from evolving into Butterfree. Can we get another evolution in this episode? There you go, Cookie King. Handling it like a champ. There's another Metapod. Great. Now, this thing probably only has Harden as well, so... I want for Thelma to get some experience, but instead of just going for tackle over and over, I think I will. Do you guys remember episode 4 of the Pokemon anime? Metapod versus Metapod. They were there for hours and nothing happened. Well, that will not happen this time because I'm switching into my Pikachu, which is what Ash should have done. Look at all that damage. That was a critical hit, that's why. In any case, this will not take another 5 minutes to knock out a Pokemon. Just did want to split the experience between the two. And I did, so. Okay, let me try this. Can I walk down and hit start at the same time? Well, it didn't happen that time. Someone did tell me in the comments, though, that it only works on certain trainers, so if I can't make it work before the Mew Glitch trainer, then I guess it's no big deal. I'll just practice on that one. I'll just save the game right before practice over and over and see how I do. We're coming up to the 17-minute mark for this episode, so I guess I'll just have to end it as I reach Mount Moon. I'm sorry that I'm not making much progress in these episodes. I do feel bad about that, but it's just, you know, it's the problem with having a real 3DS instead of playing on an emulator, no speed up button. Come on, Ashton, grow a level. How about no? Okay, another Metapod. Metapod versus Metapod once more! Once more! Come on, Samurai, just admit defeat. It's like in Pirates of the Caribbean. So, Jack Sparrow, we two immortals fight until Judgment Day and trumpets sound. Or you could surrender. I love me some critical hits, especially when they actually matter. That seems to happen a whole lot in this generation. You get crits when they matter instead of when they don't, which happens a whole lot in the new generations. It's just the way the random number generator works. In this gen, it is based off of your Pokemon's speed instead of just literally a random number generator, but yeah. And Sunny grew to level 10. We are getting some powerful Pokemon now. And here is where we can catch a Jigglypuff. So to prepare for that, I will switch Sunny out in front. I do want a Jigglypuff for 2 reasons. One, I just want Jigglypuff. Wow, is this a Jigglypuff? Nope. Too good to be true. One, I do want a Jigglypuff just for the fun of it. And 2, you need Jigglypuff. Well, you don't need it, but it's highly recommended you get a Jigglypuff as the first step of obtaining a Mew. And as we progress through the game, I'll show you how. I'd rather not say it ahead of time. Of course, you could always just look it up yourself if you want. Come on, Jigglypuff. Where are you, Jigglypuff? Just Spearow. I'd hate to spend another 10 minutes just finding a Jigglypuff. That would really suck. Just grinding up Sunny a little bit. Sunny will be very handy against Misty. Let's see. Just Pidgey and Spearow. I know there's a Jigglypuff here. Just like I knew there was a Caterpie. What's good is Sunny is in a prime position to just knock these out, gain some easy experience. Then when Jigglypuff comes, I'll just Thunder Wave it and throw a Pokeball, and that should catch it. And if it doesn't, then I can probably switch into something weaker and knock it out. Or not knock it out. And yeah, that's what I meant. Switch into something weaker and not knock it out. It's just going to be finding Jigglypuff, that's the problem. What's it with me going after Pokemon that have like a 10% chance of being found? Actually, all the Pokemon that I have so far have a 5% chance or less, except for Pidgey. And obviously, Cookie King, but yeah. Come on, I know there's a Jigglypuff here. I mean, easy experience, but man. Stop wasting my time and stop wasting all my viewers' time, game. You hear me, game? You hear me? You listen to me. You get me that Jigglypuff. You show me the Jiggly. I must see the Jiggly. That isn't a Jigglypuff. That isn't it. I don't know what that was. That was just me being weird, I guess. I'm just going to run. Save a little bit of time. I'm finding it a little hard to actually encounter Pokemon. Don't know what's up with that. Is Jigglypuff another one of those Pokemon that's less than 5% chance? I mean, like I said, I could do the Mew glitch without it, but it'll help so much more. Plus, I just want a Jigglypuff. Ash never got a Jigglypuff. He just had one follow him around for 5 seasons. There's a difference. I know there's a Jigglypuff around here. You know, it might not be in... I know there's a Jigglypuff around here. I know it. I'm going to go a little ahead and see if there's another grass patch. Maybe that'll change my luck. Grew to level 11. Yeah, there's this grass patch. I doubt this will help my chances any. Well, hush my mouth! Just look at a different grass patch, folks. That's all it takes. Okay, go Pokeball. Yep, Jigglypuff was caught. Let's go ahead and see if we can't find someone who answered hashtag question. This will be 2 videos ago that they would have answered this question, but let's see if we can't find an appropriate name for the balloon Pokemon Jigglypuff. Let's see. Red Sonic? I don't think that's fitting for a Jigglypuff. Ryan? That doesn't seem right. Let's see. Cannon? Katsuni? The Jigglypuff. Well, Katsuni is actually a Japanese fox. The mythology behind Ninetales, for example. But I think that Katsuni, the Jigglypuff, that sounds nice. Let's name this Jigglypuff Katsuni. Let's see. Katsuni Chaos 18 said, I would have to go with either Destiny Deoxys or Hoopa and the Clash of Ages. I just really liked them. Despite me saying in the same video that he answered the question that those are my least favorite Pokemon movies. Anyway, Katsuni has been added to the layout. Thank you to Calico Pikachu for the art. I'm sure it looks absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and heal up really quick. Let's see, how long have I been recording? Do I have enough time to level up my Metapod into Butterfree to end this episode? Maybe. I didn't mean to hit A again. Okay, we'll need your Pokemon. I haven't been doing her voice. For one simple reason. Thank you! Your Pokemon are fighting fit! We hope to see you again. Creep. Who says they hope that my Pokemon will actually be hurt? I don't want to go inside Mount Moon, but I do want to give Thelma some experience to level up and then put Katsuni out in front at the beginning of next episode. I want for Thelma to evolve at the end of this episode. I'm at just 22 minutes. I'm sorry, 24 minutes. I can afford another minute or 2 just to level up Thelma. Yeah, I'll go ahead and level up Thelma to end the episode and evolve her. Now, I've not been referring to my Pokemon by genders at all, except for Thelma, because that's obviously a girl name. But I'd like to say that all of them are boys. Like Cookie King, Sunny, and Ashton are boys, and Katsuni and Thelma are girls. That's what I'd like to say. Anyway, let's go into Sunny. Knock out the Spearow. Yeah, like a Growl's gonna save you, Spearow. Call this revenge for what you did to Ash's Pikachu! How many experience does Thelma need to evolve? It just needs 62. I might be able to get that in just 1 or 2 more. Yeah, I think Jigglypuff's encounter rate is only 5%. However, just going to another patch of grass seemed to help me get it. That's all it takes, guys, and there's a peck, which is not good. But I want this experience. Since when can a level 5 Spearow no peck? Probably since forever, but still. Come on, critical hit. No, don't you critical hit. Thank you. Now this tackle should knock you out, and it does. Is that 60? No, it's not. Great. Means I have one more encounter and I'll need to switch out. But this should be the final experience needed. Yeah, level 7 Pidgey, definitely the final experience needed for my Thelma to evolve into Butterfree. The first Pokemon to evolve on our team is now going to become the second. And boy, I can't wait to see all this art from Calico Pikachu. Seriously guys, go and check her out. I know I've been advertising her a lot, but have you seen her art? It's awesome. And she makes her living the same way like I make my living on YouTube. Completely by people looking at and paying for her work. What? Thelma is evolving. And ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have our first fully evolved Pokemon in Pokemon Red Virtual Console. Butterfree. And I'll have to remember to tell her to make the little black marks because this is a female. So I'm going to go back up to the Pokemon Center, save the game, call it a day. Thank you everyone for watching today's episode. Remember, can we hit 500 likes on this episode? I'm trying to hit 500 every single episode. I believe you guys can make it happen, but it's all up to you to make it happen. Really, the like button just shows me that you love the series, that you support me, and that's what it means. It's not like trying to reach a milestone or anything. It really is just because it really does encourage me to help keep this series going. So anyway, I'm going to end it now, and then go and check and see if Twilight Princess is here. And I'll be back. When I come back, we will go through Mount Moon and see if we can't get to Cerulean City next episode. Until then, thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.